Hello viewers, welcome to Joya's Kitchen. I hope you are doing good. Today I'm going to show you a fish korma which I used rui fish, which is typical Bengali fish, and it's very sweet, but you can actually make this dish with any kind of fish, salmon, kingfish, even you can use prawn. It's up to you. And this is a really nice and flavorful korma, and it's actually very rich at the same time. It's not very light kind of korma, it's very rich. So I'm gonna show you step by step how I'm gonna cook it. It's very simple to make, and trust me, it's so yummy and so good. So here you go, check the recipe. To cook my Shahi Rui Korma, I actually took around 8 to 10 pieces of Rui fish here, and I lightly fried it just with salt and little bit of vinegar, like around 1 tablespoon of plain white vinegar and salt, and then I fried it 2 minutes one side. So not more than 2 to 3 minutes actually each side. You can see it's very lightly fried. I took around 2.5 tablespoons of plain yogurt, and I whisked it, so plain yogurt. I took 4 green chilies and 4 red dry chilies. They are just for flavor. They're not going to give any kind of heat, just going to give the flavor. I took here around half teaspoon of black pepper powder and 2 bay leaf. Black pepper powder is very necessary for this dish. And that one gonna be the main mixture, which I'm gonna make a paste. Obviously I put 1 handful of fried onion, shop-bought fried onion, 1 medium-sized raw onion, and 4 to 5 green chilies. That's it actually. I used shop-bought fried onion, but you can fry it yourself, but I don't have enough time and it's gonna make the same taste, so I don't care. And just 1 plain normal onion and 2 pieces of ginger. Oh sorry, I forgot, 2 pieces of ginger. I took here around 1.5 teaspoon of sugar. It's just plain custard sugar, 1.5 teaspoon of sugar. That's gonna caramelize in the oil. And around a half handful of shop-bought fried onion, and I kind of crushed it. That's gonna be like for decoration. I'm gonna use it at the end. Plain vegetable oil. I'm gonna cook the whole dish in plain vegetable oil. So these are the only ingredients I'm going to use to cook my Shahi Rui Korma. So I took around 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil here, and my oil is really hot at this moment. So at first I'm going to add those custard sugar, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of caramelize this custard sugar in this oil. My pan is black, so you can't see it, but if you use white pan, you can see this oil going to be really dark red after dissolving all this sugar. And now I added all those red chilies as well, because they're going to give a really kind of a smoky flavor in my oil, and that's what I want in my korma. So you just make sure you fry your chili in this sugar oil till they are like dark red. Don't burn it, because if you burn it, that's going to be totally different kind of flavor, and that's not going to be too good anyway. So I'm frying them for 1 minute, and you can see my chilies are quite dark red now, and all my sugars are dissolved, so it's ready. And now I added all those 2 bay leaf here, and I also gonna fry them for half minute just to release their flavor. And now I'm gonna mix all my paste which I made earlier, which is a mixture of 1 onion, 1 handful of fried onion, 2 pieces of like half finger size piece of 2 pieces of ginger, and 4 to 5 green chilies. This is the important, this is gonna be the gravy. So this is the main part of the korma. If you don't have the shop-bought fried onion, you can fry it yourself. Just fry 2 or 3 medium-sized onion, and that's it. And now I'm gonna fry this mixture at least 3 minutes, just like that, without adding any water, till the oil comes up and my raw onion goes a little bit golden. So after around 3 minutes of frying, you can see they goes really dark, and you can see the color change. So now I'm adding all my black pepper powder here, and I'm gonna fry it for another 1 minute. You don't need too much spices to cook this dish, but trust me, it's so good. And now I'm adding my plain yogurt here, and I'm gonna cook this gravy with this plain yogurt for another 2 minutes, just to mix all the onions and yogurt together, because yogurt take a little bit time to mix with the other spices, so you have to give it a little bit chance to know each other. So I'm gonna fry it for 2 minutes just like that. Oh, the smell is already so good, because all the caramelized sugar, red chili, onion, roasted onion, everything is so good, so good. And you can you noticed already I didn't use any chili powder or turmeric powder, nothing, because it's a korma, so it has supposed to be a little bit whitish, but obviously it's so flavorful. And now I'm gonna add all my pre-fried fish pieces here, and I'm gonna cook this fish with this spice for 1 or 2 minutes. Still, you see I didn't add any water. If you feel your spices are sticking with your pan, you can add like 1 or 2 tablespoons of boiling water, but in my case I don't need it, because anyway I'm gonna use a little bit more water for gravy, so I can wait. So as I said, you can cook this same dish with salmon, you can cook the same dish with kingfish or any other fish you like, but it's better if your fish is a little bit oily. If you cook with cod or haddock, it's not going to be taste so good, because they don't have any oil, they are just too fleshy. So I'm going to suggest you salmon is the best option to cook this dish if you don't have available this fish. So I'm frying my fish around 2 minutes now, and you can see they are nicely coated with the onion and yogurt paste. So now it's time to add a little bit water to make the gravy. That korma not going to be too runny, so it's going to be a little bit like thick kind of gravy. So I'm going to add around half cup of boiling water. Yeah, around half cup of boiling water. It depends how much fish you are cooking. If you are cooking more, add a little bit more water. If you are cooking less, then add a little bit less water. But you just make sure that that gravy not going to be too runny. It's going to be really thick kind of gravy. So now I'm going to cover it for 2 minutes, and I'm going to cook my fish in this gravy for 2 minutes, just like that. Check your salt if you need more salt or something, but I don't need, because I already checked it. Oh, they already look so good. And trust me, never fry your fish too much for this kind of korma, because otherwise they're going to lose all their flavor and sweetness. So just make sure 1 or 2 minutes, not more than that. Just lightly fry. That's it. Oh, they look so good already. And this is a rice item. You can eat with rice or pilau. Pilau actually best option, I have to say. Now I'm adding all my green chilies here, and I'm gonna cover it and cook it for 2 minutes. This green chili not gonna give not too much heat, just for flavor. And I'm adding around half handful of crushed fried onion as well, just to make it a little bit more prettier and give it a little bit more richness, I would say. Yeah. So here you go guys, this is my Shahi Rui fish korma is ready, and you can see this dish is so simple and so easy. It's like not too much I'm not using too much spices, nothing. It's just so flavorful and so good. So I hope you're gonna like my recipe and you're gonna cook it, and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and follow my recipes and share my recipes with your friends, family and neighbors. And trust me, I'm gonna tell you, you should cook this dish, and you should eat this dish with rice or pilau or on its own. It's up to you. So here you go. Bye bye. Ta-da!